Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. We are here with a PKBrave deck profile. Wow, featuring sites because apparently it's not banned. So yeah, be ready for the next meta, the next format, and yeah, let's just jump into the deck profile because I think that there's a lot of people that want to see what's going on with this deck. Alright, so I'm gonna break it down real easy in you. Um, I could explain like the Brave stuff if you guys are for that. It's like I'm expecting everybody to know it at this point. One Wrecked Gloves, double Ancient Cloak, triple Thorn Skills, triple Seven Boots. Make sense? And I play one Sand Creeps. We, of course, since we are playing Brave, we cannot use the effects of monsters that are normal summoned. So playing Tour Guide is not that good. I do admit that missing Tour Guide, and missing those cards, and missing your normal summon effects does hurt the deck a little bit. But the trade for an Omni Negate is just so good. Like, you have to choose. I think that this deck is like very fine with this. Then we play the Brave Token Engine. I play one Enchantress, one Griffin. Let me just get out the other cards as well. Sort it on engine for once. There you go. Triple Right, one Fateful. So if you hard roll this or this, it kind of sucks, but it's not the worst. If you hard roll this or this and this, it's like completely fine. This girl, Water Enchantress, can summon herself from the hand if you control token. So if you do not know what this is, you activate right, you summon a token, and you activate Fateful Adventure from your deck. Fateful Adventure lets you search for uh, a card that mentions Adventure token. So you either add this one, or if you have this one already, but mostly you want to add Griffin. And Griffin effect, we have a token, you can special summon him. And if your opponent activates anything while you have a token, it shuffles himself back and negates. And her effect is you can banish this from hand or grave to add right, so you can always play. And you can just special summon her if you have a token, and she's level 3, so it's an extender. And equip is kind of a free plus. If you summon a monster where you have a token and discard on the field, you can add this to your hand. It's kind of a plus. You don't have to play it. I kind of like it still though, so it's fine. Then play Fusion Destiny package, of course. Sight, and then the trackers. That's it for the monsters. Triple E tally. Then in case we have to go second, we play Droplet. Then we play double Fusion Destiny since it's at 2. One Rhoda, one Foolish, one Called By, triple Fogblade, one Shade Brigandine, it does help extend, and one Wing. So I think it's 42 cards, or 41 maybe. You can, I think it's 41. You could cut like an E-tally. But the thing about this deck is you make a Omni Negate and then you make DPE. And the Omni Negate thing, the Brave Token thing will always happen, but it's kind of difficult to go all in all of the time. When playtesting this deck, I do think it's a good deck. Going second is kind of difficult. Like most of the time you probably will have combo, and if you don't open the Brave stuff, you can send this to the grave with Cherubini and combo from there, which is super nice. So it does work together really good, but it's just missing a little bit something. It's like two very big engines working together. I think this will become a meta deck, and I do think that it is really good. I just fail to see how it's like super insane right now. That's kind of the issue that I have with the deck. I think it's really good. I think it's very playable, and it should not be underestimated. But as of now, I'm just kind of on the fence a little bit about like what the deck can and can't do. But on the other hand, I'm also still learning the lines, and the lines are very different from what we've seen before with the PK double sight. You can still end on the Omni Negate, Breaksword Engrave, Bardish DPE with another Trap Engrave. You can do that, but your hand needs to be a little bit insane. But 90% of the games, having two Fog Blades, the Griffin, and DPEs will be more than enough to win the game. For the EV, play one spider. It's still very nice together with if you get Tibby Root and with Shade Brigade in, it does come up a lot of the time. Cherubini is a very important part of the deck because he can send water enchantress and he sets up the rest of the turn, especially since you can't use the effects of monsters that are normal summoned. Verte for DPE. Dakta for Sight, in case your hand is like super insane, or if you've hard draw on Fusion Destiny, it's completely fine. Then you can always do this, which is super good. Pristy Bardish. There are a lot of hands actually that are not really, that this card just doesn't come up, which is quite funny because he's like the heart and soul of the deck. But with the test hands that I've gotten with like this list, he's there like 57% of the time, which is like fine. Palusa can come up. It's a little bit difficult sometimes. Your hand really plays into this, so this is like a little bit of a weird flex spot. Just like access code. I got Unicorn because I wanted to play Dagda, which may be a little bit of a misplay. Like these two cards, extra deck is not really defined yet. Just wanted to like let you guys know this is a skeleton build, so beware of that. Enforcer, double break sword might be a little bit too much. I am testing out this double levy, F0, and Draco Future. This takes up a lot of room, but you can almost always do this. So in case you have like Fusion Destiny already, it's super easy to get this guy out. Super easy, which is just super nice. But I think that focusing on Dekra, this might not be good. And in case you do not want to play this, I would suggest playing indeed Nightmare Phoenix, Nightmare Unicorn, and maybe a Downward Magician, because we are playing Zeus, because Zeus is super oppressive. So keep that in mind for the extra deck. Yeah, that's really the deck. I think this deck is really good. It needs a lot of improvement, but I did want to feature it early for you guys. I think that like for now, Sight is just so insane. Like a lot of people were like building decks. I was building this together with July, but this caught us so off guard because nobody expected Sight to be alive. So we're all of a sudden in this world where you can play Brave PK DPE, or you can play PK DPE Sight. It's like super weird, you know, super weird scenario to live in. So this deck tries to be the best of both worlds, which can work definitely. Which I definitely let me know in the comment section down below. What have you been testing? What are you thinking of the deck? And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.